So we're going to do a couple examples of subtracting fractions. These are by no means the only way to do these, but this is the way that I do teach and prefer. Okay, so when you've got fractions horizontal, I change those to vertical. Okay, so 1/3 subtract 1/8. Okay, I would prefer that way because it's easier to show the results and everything that way. So go ahead and kind of do all that stuff right there. Maybe some of you have done that before. I don't know. Okay, so we've got to find a number here so it can be evens. So it can be even, so we can subtract the same amount with the same denominator. Okay. Okay, so the least common multiple of 3 and 8 is 24. Okay. So you may have heard those saying you can't subtract, or like differences in apples and oranges. Well, it's got to be the same before you can subtract these fractions. This denominator here has got to be the same. So that's why you got to find the least common multiple right here. Okay. So this is kind of how I do it. Just kind of help get a good form there. Okay. So 8 times what is 24? Well, it's 3. Now, if you multiply this bottom by 3 here, you got to do the same up here, okay? So 1 times 3 is 3. So these are equivalent fractions, which we've covered in another video. So if you reduce this right here, you're going to get 1/8, okay? All right, 3 times what is 24, okay? So 3 times 8 is 24. But if you multiply this times 8, then you got to do the same thing up here. 1 times 8 is 8. Now we can subtract these fractions, okay? You can't do it right here very easily. You can, but not easily. But now when you've got common denominators, it's a lot easier, okay? So your denominator is 24. You just bring that down. Now you subtract the numerators. 8 minus 3 is 5, okay? So 5/24 is the answer to that one, okay? Now, got a little bit different here, okay? Same thing. Very similar problem, but you got mixed numbers here. Go ahead and change that. Minus 1 and 1/5. Okay, so different things I suggest here. Common denominator of 3 and 5 is going to be 15. Okay, so go ahead and bring your whole numbers here on over this, because we're not going to have to change those right now. We may do another one later on that we have to, but not right now. Okay, 5 times what is 15? Well, it's 3. If you're going to multiply that times 3, you're going to get that. Okay, so 3 times what is 15? 3 times 5 times 5. So 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, so you got 3 minus 1 is 2. 10 minus 7, 10 minus 3 is 7. Bring your common denominator down. Okay, 2 and 7/15. So this is subtraction fractions, and there's a good example of how to do both of those.